Executive Editor Madhadas Gopalakrishnan spoke with the lawyer of Lieutenant Colonel Purohit. Listen in.
Joining us now is Advocate Viral Babar, who has represented Colonel Purohit in this entire matter. Many thanks for joining us here at Times Now, Advocate Viral Babar. First of all, do you believe that after almost 17 years, justice has finally been served to accused, including Lieutenant Colonel Prasad Shrikant Purohit?
Yes, definitely. I feel so. After 17 years long battle, fighting it in the court and at all various different forums, yes, after 17 years, the justice has been served. The person has been found not guilty of all the offences what were charged against him.
Right. And how significant is this judicial outcome in your assessment, given that the fact that his arrest marked the first time there was ever a serving army officer who was implicated in a terrorism-related case in the country?
Exactly. I hope this should be the last case which happened. It is a very sorry or sad state that he had to go through all these things. And exactly right, you said that first time a serving military officer, he was arrested. We in our defense had put up certain points that he was arrested on basis as in the IO investigating officer failed to inquire with the highest ranking officers of military or any superior authority of Colonel Prasad Purohit, and without doing that he was very spontaneous to act and do this arrest, which was completely wrong on his part.
Right. And the court has also stated that there's no evidence to prove that the claims that an organization named Abhinav Bharat, founded by Pragya Thakur and Colonel Purohit, used the funds generated through this organization to execute the bomb blast. Now, earlier we've seen the Bombay High Court hold in 2023 that they've rejected Purohit's plea for discharge, and they have questioned why, if he had infiltrated Abhinav Bharat on intelligence duty, did he not prevent the blast? Now, how did that entire argument evolve?
Okay, first and foremost, that application was at the stage when even prior the framing of charges had taken place. That application was filed in the year 2017, and the verdict on that application came in the year 2022, wherein we had just raised the point of sanction. We had dropped all other issues. We stick to only one issue, is that Colonel Prasad Purohit, who was serving in army at the time of arrest, the prosecuting agency at that time didn't feel right to seek sanction on that part. So that was a very limited aspect, and the court didn't venture into the evidence which was recorded at that time. The Honorable High Court was only to the extent wherein on basis of the statements which were recorded. So though it was passed in the year 2022, but the evidence which was considered was only till the aspect at the stage of discharge prior to the framing of charge. So therefore the verdict was very limited to that aspect, not beyond that.
Right, right. What about the advocate who's representing Mr. Shahid Nadeem, who's representing the families of the 2008 Malegaon blast, has said that he will appeal this further and that he will challenge the acquittal of the 7 accused soon. How prepared are you for this?
We are very much prepared, as in the preparedness was always there, and it is their legal right, which definitely every other person in this country has, and they can proceed ahead, file their appeal. We'll do what our work is. That is all on that.
Right, right. Also, if you look at how this entire case has evolved, if you look at the kind of statements that have been made, Mr. Purohit has denied all the charges that have been made. He has said that this entire case is a fabrication. According to this statement, there were coercion of other witnesses also. There were those who were threatened at gunpoint, tortured into giving statements that were dictated by ATS to align with a political agenda. And if these are true, doesn't this raise serious questions over the accountability of the investigative agency, and how will that aspect now be probed?
Regarding that aspect, I would just reframe into getting into that aspect and particularly pointing out against any officer or certain thing. I'll just point out 2-3 things regarding the machinery, the organization, and everything is just that the organization never goes bad or wrong in any of the manner. It's just that some people who are at the power of it and wrongly utilizes and follow orders of a people, those who doesn't deserve to be in power.
Right. And what message does this judgment send, especially to those who coin terms like Hindu terror or saffron terror that were used for quite a long period of time? Do you think that all of such phraseology should come to a rest?
I would just say that the Honorable Court also, while passing this judgment, has particularly stated that the terrorism has no religion. So, therefore, it speaks a volume, and I would just stick to it.
Virat Babar, thank you so much for joining us and sharing with us your thoughts on the legal aspects of this entire case.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But the Congress and other opposition leaders